right, so now we're gonna start from trying to break Diana out of her turtle position, and Diana has a very strong turtle position. So I'm gonna give you a couple of options on how to open people up here. And then sometimes people are so good at like basing out, at posting, that it is just impossible to flip them open. So I'm going to show you where if you can't force them open, we can just go ahead and jump on and attach ourselves. So I will take you through how to open someone from turtle by pulling them open. I will show you how to open someone from turtle by pushing them open. And then for those people who are just very strong at space and base, they're good at posting, they just refuse to let you open them up from there, we can jump onto their back, we can roll them into a back mount, as well as we can go ahead and set up a reverse triangle from them being so stubborn in their turtle position. So first things first, a lot of times if I'm here, I like to make sure that my knee is connected, my hip is connected, almost like a Lego piece, and I'll post my foot for strength. I'll grip onto the hip, and I'm gonna fold her arm in here. I'm not gonna try to pull her sideways. I'm gonna try to take her hip up to her shoulder, which will open her sideways. So from here, I start to push the arm in to cave her posture up here. And then as I go to pull her hip, I'm gonna drop my knee down here, pull my foot or pull my knee up on the opposite side to create space to pull her into this back mount position. Now sometimes you go and you're like really trying to collapse their posture and they're really good at it. So instead of continuing to try to pull them open, I'm gonna drop down a level, reach behind her thighs and reach for her opposite ankle. At the same time, I'm gonna reach across for her elbow and I'm just gonna drive through her. So from here, a lot of people have a tendency to lift up and try to do this. All of your ability to push them over, you're actually just kind of rolling over the top of them. So make sure when you go, you're lining your shoulders and your body up with their side body and their hips here. And when you go, you gotta go. Just drive through, pull the leg and everything. You don't want to leave your legs out here because they'll just turn into you. So I bring in a really good side control position. So you're going to have some people, and I'm sure each of you can think of at least one training partner who's that guy for you, where no matter what you do, you just cannot get them off of their base. They're so committed to just being in their shell here. So sometimes you got to go to them. So from here, if I'm trying all that, it's not working, I'm going to find my opportunity. I will go ahead and set up a seat belt with the choking arm on the same side. And from here, I'm gonna use my legs to post up. And if I have the ability, I'm just gonna hop and connect here. So make sure you connect really tight, stage 4 clinger, and then we roll right through. I wanna make sure I kick that leg through so that I can lock up with both of my hooks. If you leave your leg back here, she's just gonna bridge and start to escape. So again, from here, I have a good attachment. I'm using her body as a base. I jump into my back mount, shoulder roll and bring her with me and kick that leg through. For my competitors, bring your hooks in, count for your 3 seconds. Then when they go to escape, bring this top hook behind, turn into me. Bring this top hook behind, I kick it back over and lock up this hip. Now I have the ability to go ahead and keep her in a good back mount position, set up my single arm choke, my short arm choke, and my rear naked choke. I know a lot of times as well, when we go for that back mount, and just depending on maybe how you like to play, or maybe you go to lock in your seatbelt, but you realize you locked up your seatbelt with the choking arm on the opposite side. This is not always a bad thing, and some people like to play like this. But if you do this and just sit it here, she really has the opportunity to start to just sweep you over, right? Go ahead, you can pull me, yeah, go for it. She'll just roll right through and take you with her. And now you went from a great position to a bottom position. So sometimes I like to set it up like that on purpose because I want to set up a reverse triangle. So I'll go ahead and set up my seatbelt. I'll stand and I'm going to bring my leg up and over. So I let my arm be like the lead for where my leg's going to go. So when my leg comes up, my leg will follow where my arm is, and I'll sit my weight on her. I want to make sure I'm not like back close to her hips. I still want to be high up on her body. Once I'm here, I can use this hand underneath her arm to just go ahead and attach to my ankle like we have before. Now, I'm not going to try to pull her. I'm just going to do a shoulder roll. So as I roll through, I go ahead and pull this leg through as much as I can. But a lot of times I'm going to realize, oh, it's really hard to close up my figure four here. So two things. One, I want to get this arm out of the way so that this leg can really go under her neck. And I'm going to use her hip, not the floor, where it allows her to bridge and turn into me. I'm going to use her hip to push up and really secure that leg under her neck. Once I'm here, I make sure my foot is flexed. I go ahead and lock up my figure four, and I like to hide the foot behind her. She's going to try to pull her elbow down to try and create space and escape. So I like to scoop under the elbow instead of just pulling the hand. I'll scoop under the elbow, squeeze, and finish that reverse triangle. Remember, I have a shoulder lock here, as well as she tries to pull her arm forward. I'm going to scoop forward and under her arm and bring it into my armpit, finish this straight arm bar, and then just because I seem to be totally obsessed, wave at the camera, we have a nice little wrist lock. You should be able to open up your partner one of those ways, and if you can't open them up, go to them, finish with a submission.